Hello guys, sorry for the wait. Welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. But tonight things are gonna be a little bit different. I was able to connect my second Master Duel account, the one I was using on my Xbox Series X, and this one has different decks. So no more boring Morences turns that last like 30 minutes. This time we're going Cyber Dragons. So yeah, the little downside is since I haven't opened this account in a while, I'm like in the lowest tier again in the ranked battles. So our opponents may not be like top tier duelists. Maybe we'll run into some, but you know. But let's just take a moment and let me show you the decks I have on this account. So the first one I built were Cyber Dragons. I just love Cyber Dragons to bits. Like it was always my favorite deck in the anime. When I was a kid, I really wanted the cards so badly. They didn't sell them where I live, so I'd have to wait until I was like 20 to get them. But yeah, and over the years they've gotten so much support. It's one of those archetypes that's really beloved by the general Yu-Gi-Oh community, and in the anime they often pay tribute to them. So Cyber Dragons came a long way from the original, which was just called Cyber Dragon, used by Zane in the GX anime. Now we have Cyber Dragon Core, Hertz, Nexter, Fear, Cyber Twin Dragon, Rampage, all of those. So yeah, this is a deck. This is actually the first deck I built on Master Duel, and it works really well. It goes for an OTK, so lots of fusions and also some Link monsters and some Xyz monsters, which is kind of unexpected for Cyber Dragons. But yeah, they're mostly like a fusion-centric deck. They're very fast, they hit hard, and they have a lot of tricks up their sleeve, and hopefully it will make for a more interesting experience than our Legged Mermaids did. So yeah, besides that one, I do have the Unchained. This is a, let's say a more recent deck, maybe like 2020, 2021 I want to say. I'm not sure when exactly they came out in the TCG. I'll show you those as well. We can do a few duels with them. It's basically a Link-centric deck, so they revolve around destroying your own cards to gain certain benefits, and the Link monsters can use your opponent's monsters as materials to go into higher Link rating monsters, all the way up to Link 4, which is their boss monster, Unchained Abomination. So yeah, they're actually very heavy on the trap side because you want to get as many destruction effects as possible, so you have stuff like Torrential Tribute, you have their own spell which pops one of your cards and one of your opponents. You have Trap Trick to fill in as any other trap in your deck should you have the need. Also, this deck recently got support in the OCG. It has not yet arrived in the TCG, but I think it's like 3 or 2 main deck monsters and 1 extra deck monster, something like that. It's actually pretty decent what they gave him, so I'm really looking forward to revisiting this deck once we get the new cards in TCG. And last but not least, I have a Thunder Dragon deck, but unfortunately I haven't finished this one yet. I'm very close to finishing it. I just have to find a decent list because in the actual TCG, like in real life, you cannot use Thunder Dragon Colossus. It's been banned forever since Master Rule 5 came into play. But on the Master Duel, they use a different kind of list, which kind of coincides with the OCG, where this is limited to 1, so you are able to use the big bad boss monster, which has an amazing effect. So I'll in the following few days, I'll try to finish this deck so we have more to work with. And with that little introduction out of the way, let's go right in and do some duels with the Cyber Dragons. And the game is treating me like I'm running it for the first time. It's going for all the tutorials and everything. So we are at rookie tier number 2. I think that's the lowest you can go. So yeah, let me just select a different deck. Change deck. I want to go with the Cyber Dragons. Unlike Marince's, Cyber Dragons actually like going second because you want to go for the OTK. They can go first and you can set up some interruptions, but preferably you want to go second. So because I get to choose, I'm going to go second this time. There's really no benefit to just having a field full of big monsters if you can't attack, so that's why Cyber Dragons and most like OTK decks go for turn 2. And we have a pretty decent hand. We have Cyber Dragon Core. This is the main driving force behind the entire deck. We also got an Ash Blossom, a Galaxy Soldier, Cyber Repair Plant, and a Trap. So I'll show you what all of those do. And I have my buddy over here, Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is the one of the boss monsters. Very powerful Xyz monster. He's gonna help us win this duel. So our opponent is named Yugi Moto. So not Muto, Moto with an O. So let's see what Yugi Moto does. And he just surrenders. Yeah, this kind of stuff happens in the lower tiers. So he just drew probably a bad hand. He was like, you know, I don't want to play. The good thing is, as I level up through these rookie tiers, I'm gonna get diamonds, and I can use those to finish the Thunder Dragon deck. And I just feel so bad because on the Marinces account, I just got the gold tier, and that's where the really good stuff begins. But now we're back to square one, so bear with me. In the meantime, I'll try to raise my rank in between streams so we don't start at the lowest one, but I didn't have time because, yeah. It's very hard to transfer our new account. You have to make a new Steam account just to have a new Master Duel account. So yeah, I had to make a whole new Steam account just for this, but it was worth it. I don't regret it. And I'm going first. Okay, let me show you what this can do. So we're gonna use Galaxy Soldier over here, and we're gonna pitch Cyber Dragon from the hand. And this is gonna allow us to activate, to summon Galaxy Soldier and add a second Galaxy Soldier from our deck. And then we're gonna do the same thing. So you can special summon Galaxy Soldier as many times as you want, as long as you have the discard fodder, which is, I think, one light monster. But the searching effect is once per turn. So I only run 2 copies, that's really all you need. And we're gonna go for our Cyber Dragon Nova, which is the rank 5 Xyz. It's like a, let's think of it as the pre-evolution of Infinity. What it does is you can detach 1 material and special summon a Cyber Dragon from your graveyard. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and summon Cyber Dragon. And next we're going to use Nova to go into Infinity. So basically you just overlay Nova into Infinity and that's it. So it kind of evolves. Infinity is a very powerful card. It gains 200 for every Xyz material it has. It currently has 2, so it's up to 2500. You can detach 1 material to negate basically everything. It's an Omni-negate. So monster effect, spell, trap. And other than that, you can target one of your opponent's, I think, face-up attack position monsters and absorb them as an Xyz material. So basically, you have an attack boost, you have the absorption effect. Think of it like Relinquished in the original anime, and you can Omni-negate. So very, very powerful card. One of their main driving forces. And now we're going to go for Cyber Dragon Core, and our opponent just conceded. That's how scary Cyber Dragon Infinity is, guys. Okay, so I think we're out of the rookie tier, so is it gonna be at least a little bit better? Because I don't want every duel to be just my opponent surrendering. Yeah, like I said, that's what you get for being, like, in the lowest tier. It's my own fault for not... Like, every season they reset you, and based on your previous season, they kind of just put you in one of the tiers. So you either start at bronze or the rookie or silver, depending on if you were like diamond, platinum, or whatever in the previous season. But because I haven't touched this account in like a year, so I'm back to square one. I had this on my Xbox, and then when I switched to like PC, I had the other account made where I use Marincess. So that's why this account hasn't been active. But this one is arguably better because the decks are more interesting. So, yeah. Okay, judging by his fancy duel field, I would assume this guy isn't gonna quit turn one. Please don't quit. I want to get an actual duel. Maybe we could take the time to look at our hand. We have Cyber Dragon and we have Naxter Power Bond. Okay, so since this is a lower tier battle, I'm just gonna go all out and I'm gonna use Power Bond. You probably remember this one from GX. Zane used it so many times. So what it does is you fuse into a machine monster and it gets double attack, but during the end phase you take damage equal to its original attack. So we're gonna fuse into our Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. This one requires any 2 Cyber Dragon monsters, and when he's summoned you can destroy spells and traps up to the number of fusion materials you used. And let's see what he does. Infinite Impermanence. Okay, so he's gonna negate our effect. It does not, however, get rid of the attack boost. So normally what this guy does is, besides the spell trap destroying effect, you can, during your main phase, send up to 2 light machine monsters from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this one gains an additional attack for each monster sent. So basically you send 2 Cyber Dragons from your deck to the grave, and this guy can attack 3 times. So that would have been an OTK, but unfortunately our opponent used Infinite Impermanence. But we still have some follow-up plays, and what we're going to do is we're going to go for Monster Reborn and go for Cyber Dragon Naxter. Cyber Dragon Naxter is an extender, so what he does is he has very little attack, but when he's summoned, or normal or special summon, it doesn't matter, he can revive a Cyber Dragon from your grave. So that's what we're gonna do. We still don't have enough to OTK. I'm just thinking, is there a way to OTK here? I don't think there is. Yeah, the most I can do is like 6,500, I believe, but that's fine. So obviously I'm not gonna leave a 200 attack monster in the field. We're gonna go into our Link monster, which is Cyber Dragon Zeger. What Zeger does is, during either player's battle phase, he can increase the attack of one Cyber Dragon by 2100, but then until the end of the turn, Cyber Dragon Zeger does no battle damage. So basically what he would do is he would add his 2100 to this guy, but then Cyber Dragon Zeger, will do no damage. So basically you want to use this on a monster that can attack multiple times to make the most use of it. So usually we would be able to OTK, but since Rampage Dragon's effect was stopped, that's where he prevented the OTK. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. We have some back row, we have a big monster on the field, and this Power Bond attack increase remains. So we took the damage in the end phase, but it's no big deal. I mean, it's just 2100. And we have a 4200 monster that can attack multiple times, so it's a very worthy trade-off. I don't know what he's playing though. He might still surprise us. With the Cyber Dragons, you want to be really careful with your resources, because as you see, I have no hands, so unless I draw something like a Cyber Dragon Core or a search spell, I'm gonna be in trouble if he manages to clear my board. And he just got rid of my Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon by giving me a Kaiju and giving himself a stronger Kaiju. Wow, okay. He's not going to be able to go over Ziegler. Ziegler can use his effect on himself to effectively gain 4,200 attacks. So he's just going to be able to go over his own Kaiju that he gave me. So not too big of a play, but still he's going to survive one more turn. So good for him. At least he's putting up some resistance. Why is he doing that? Okay, sure. No problem. I'm gonna boost my attack, and he just crashed into me. He's not gonna take any damage. Like I said, if Ziegler uses his effect, then Ziegler is unable to deal any damage. So you can use it on itself, just like I did to, you know, just basically survive a battle, but you're not able to deal any damage. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. I mean, I could go for some follow-up, but I don't think it's necessary. I doubt he has anything he can just activate on the battle phase. So yeah, there you go. Not much of a duel, but at least this one put up some sort of a fight. So yeah, even if he attacked his own Kaiju, I had a follow-up play in mind. I'll show you if it ever comes up again. See, the Kaiju he's summoned on his side of the field is a machine, meaning I can use his own machine to contact fuse into Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. So that's what I was gonna do if, but he just decided to crash into me, so that's fine. So Bronze Tier 4, at least it's a little bit better than the Rookie tier, I hope. And you can see how how faster this goes compared to Marince's. My turn lasts like maybe 30 seconds, a minute tops, not like the 3 or 5 minutes that I used to have to do to get the board with Aqua Argonaut. That's why I like Cyber Dragons more. Especially in real life where you're actually time limited. In tournaments you have 45 minutes to do a match, which is best 2 out of 3, and usually that's not enough if one of the decks is gonna take like super long to do just one turn. So you want to be you want to play as fast as possible without risking any misplays. So something like Cyber Dragons, which have a relatively simpler strategy, is a very welcome deck, in my opinion. Okay, so he set 2 cards. It's still his turn. Maybe he's gonna do something else. And we got Raigeki going on. We got Cyber Dragon Core, Power Bond. So yeah, if this isn't something that can stop me, I should be able to OTK him. I shouldn't get ahead of myself though. Just gonna go ahead and fire off to Raigeki. I just want to see what he's playing. Maybe the face down monster is gonna give us a hint. It's probably gonna be something like Ash Blossom. What did I just destroy? Divine Dragon Apocalypse. Once per turn you can discard one. Oh, this is a very old card. It doesn't really tell me much about his deck though. Okay, so moving on. Let's go for Cyber Dragon Core. Hopefully the trap doesn't kill us. So we're gonna go for Cyber Emergency. This is a search spell, by the way. We can use this to search pretty much any other Cyber Dragon monster. So we're gonna go for Cyber Dragon Hertz. Hertz has two effects. Basically, he is the ideal discard fodder or material to be used. If he hits the graveyard, you can add a Cyber Dragon from your deck or your graveyard to your hand. So if you're adding from the deck, it has to be the actual original Cyber Dragon. But if you're adding from the graveyard, it can be either one of the newer ones because their name is treated as Cyber Dragon while they're in the graveyard. So we're gonna go and power bond away our core and Hertz, and we're gonna try to pop the back row. Gonna go into Chimera Tech Rampage again, which is such a good card because you can get rid of back row and you can fill up your grave, and you can also attack multiple times. It's arguably the best support that they've gotten over the years. Yes. And we're gonna activate Hertz's effect as well. The good thing is you can kind of chain block here because as you see, this is chain link 1 and this is chain link 2. So if this is something like Solemn Strike, he would only be able to negate Hertz and not Rampage Dragon because you can only respond to like the last chain link. So that's a handy little trick you can do. So we can add back Cyber Dragon Core, or we can add one of the original. We're gonna go for Core because just to have some follow-up. If we're not able to finish off... Wait, what was this? Castle of Dragon Souls. You can banish one. Okay, something for Dragon decks. And now you get to see his other effects. So basically, I go ahead and send... Let's see what I'm gonna send. Yeah, we're gonna send Naxter and the original Cyber Dragon, and then we're just gonna attack 3 times. Well, actually 2 times because he doesn't have enough life to survive. Oh, maybe he has something. He's trying to respond. Maybe he has something like a Kuribo in his hand. Let's see. You can never be too sure. What is this? Check some dragon. When your opponent you can special summon this card from your hand, then gain life points equal to half of this card's defense. Okay, so that's still not gonna save him. And no, I don't want to activate anything. So check some dragon is gonna special summon itself, and he's gonna gain. No. Yes. Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is gonna ask me every time if I want to activate this. Oh, he actually survived because of the life point gain. Oh wow. I did not count on that one. It's fine though. So we're gonna go ahead and set our trap Cybernetic Overflow and Call by the Grave. So what this does is you can banish, and we're gonna take the power bond damage, which isn't too much, just 2100. What this does is you can banish a Cyber Dragons with different levels from your hand, field, or graveyard, then you destroy that many cards your opponent controls. So basically, I can banish this. This is level 2, level 1, and level 5. So I could basically destroy 3 cards with this. And if he destroys, if my opponent destroys my trap card, I get to search out a Cyber Dragon card. So, very powerful trap. And we got some gems, nice. Still, I just want to get to the opponents that actually put up a fight. I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm just, you know, OTKing and sitting here, but yeah. Maybe in the silver tier it will be better. Judging by this guy's fancy frame, I want to hope he has a decent deck at least. Because usually people that spend actual money, then they have like... Okay. And my hand is less than ideal, but I'm going second, so maybe we'll draw something. We only have Galaxy Soldier and Cyber Dragon, so that's not too much. Machine Dupe is a great card, but only if you have something of a lower level like Cyber Dragon Core or Hertz, because it lets you special summon 2 Cyber Dragons from your deck, the real Cyber Dragons. So very powerful card, but unfortunately it's not useful in this situation. We have Call by the Grave and the trap I just mentioned in our previous duel. So we're just waiting over here. I think he has some connection issues, like I'm seeing thing in the upper right corner. Oh, you probably can't see it because of my icon, but there's like a connection issue. Yeah. So this guy just lost his connection. He didn't really surrender, but it still counts as a loss. So don't stray too far from your router if you're playing Master Duel, is what I would say. Okay. I really want to show off some plays that Cyber Dragons can do, but I'm really struggling to find an opponent. If any of you want to duel, feel free to hit me up in the live chat. For some reason, my my YouTube chat always kind of lags behind. So if I don't reply right away, please don't be angry. It just lags for some reason, probably because of my connection, which isn't really stellar. So if you take into account the stream, then the chat probably lags. Okay, so we have the Melody of Awakening Dragon. So this is a Blue Eyes deck, probably. The White Stone of Ancients. Okay. He's adding the new Armageddon Pendulum Dragon. He's activating it. What does it do? You can pay out and target one of your banished. Okay, so for 1,000 life points, he can grab back a banished dragon and destroy this card. Okay, so what is this? Well, I think my wish came true. This is definitely some high tier deck. These punks, they're actually super expensive in real life. They're like an engine that you can put into different decks, so on their own, they're not too strong, but if you combine them with something like Dragon Link or anything really as an engine, they're really good. So I forget what they do individually, so I'm just gonna let him play and then just read the final endgame result and see what I can do. My hand is pretty decent. I have a Kaiju, so I can get rid of a boss monster. We have Cyber Dragon Core, Cyber Emergency to bait out a... What did he do? Oh, he milled some cards from my deck. Okay. The Zombie Vampire. And this is going to activate Cyber Dragon Hertz, and we can grab a Cyber Dragon. I need to read this one. If you use a monster with a level that is owned by your opponent, to treat it as level 8. Neither player can target this card with the effects of special summoned monsters, except for those special summoned from the graveyard. You can detach. Then if any monsters, you can special summon one of those monsters to your field. You can only use... Oh, this is a pretty powerful one. Okay, interesting. I have to watch out for this one. He cannot be targeted unless it's a monster special summoned from the graveyard, and I don't have those. I just want to see what his endgame is. Okay, so here comes the hand reload. He's gonna grab back Starliege Seifert. And he's doing some Chaos shenanigans. Okay, so he summoned Chaos Emperor Dragon now. This one isn't too dangerous because he can only use this on his own turn. It's reminiscent of the original Chaos Emperor Dragon's effect, but not nearly as powerful, so... They did do like a mini series where a lot of the boss dragons got modern retrains or reprints. So there's a Trishula, there's a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Armageddon Dragon. I forgot what else did they make. Okay, so he has IP Masquerena. This lets him basically do a link summon in my turn, so you can go into anything basically. Usually people go into Nightmare Unicorn to spin a card from the field back into the deck, or something like Nightmare Phoenix to pop a back row. But also, if it's used as a material, the link monster that's summoned cannot be destroyed by card effects, so I have to watch out. So if I tried to Raigeki this guy, he wouldn't die because of IP Masquerena's protection. Why did he summon Nightmare Unicorn on his own turn, though? What is he trying to do? I am confused right now. Oh, he's still going. Okay. These level 4 light and dark chaos dragons can just kind of intercharge, so you banish one to special summon one, and when he leaves the field he searches the other one, so you basically get 2 uses out of each. Access Code Talker. Again, I'm not sure why he's using this on turn 1. This is something you would do on turn 2, go for an OTK. Now he's just gonna sit on this monster, so if this is the end game, basically he just lost. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. This must be what normal people feel like when I'm playing Marincess. Okay, and we have Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So special summon. Okay. So this basically just used up its effect. We don't have to read through it. It's just a beat stick. Okay, he's still going. Oh my god. Nightmare Phoenix. Okay. And now the Light Dragon's gonna search the Dark Dragon, and here we go again. Okay. You should be careful not to lose due to the timer. Okay, so this field is no problem at all. Like, literally no problem. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna start things off by giving our opponent a Kaiju. Wait, why can't I... your opponent cannot activate this card is link summoned. Why can't I tribute access? Oh, okay. Yes. So I'm gonna tribute access code Talker to give my opponent the Kaiju. Then I'm gonna special summon Cyber Dragon. Then I'm gonna summon Cyber Dragon Core. Get the search off. We're gonna add Cyberload Fusion. Next up, we're gonna use the Kaiju that we just gave him alongside Cyber Dragon Core to contact fuse into Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. So this is a very evil play. You get to get rid of any boss monster basically, and you get a beat stick in return. So we're gonna go for Cyber Emergency now, which is going to grab us a... What should I go for? What do I have in hand? Hang on, let me just check. Let's go for Hertz. And we're gonna go for the Power Bond, go into Rampage Dragon by using Hertz and Cyber Dragon. Then we're gonna use Hertz and search out a... We're gonna fish out Naxter, and he just gave up, yeah. He was gonna lose anyway, because I was gonna go into the Link monster, and then I was going to boost Rampage Dragon up to 63. 100 and then attack 3 times. That would have been enough to just OTK. So his deck was good, but what he did is not intended for turn 1. So if you're going for an OTK, you don't want to end on a board like that. That's something you do on turn 2. If I was playing first and he got over my monsters, he would have been able to OTK with the access code. So just by leaving his field wide open, he had no back row, no interruptions, no negates. So basically, if you just get rid of his big boss monster, that was it. And that's exactly what happens. So this is why OTK decks like to go second. Okay, so this time I've got nothing. Literally, I can summon Kaiju by tributing his monster, and I can get rid of this, but that's about all I can do. And giving him a Kaiju would not be recommended in this scenario. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna set this, and I'm gonna set the Ash because I don't want to be wide open, and just pass turn. He's not gonna be able to draw off the Shard of Greed for another turn, so I'm fine with this being on the field. So let's just see what he does. Set 1. Ra's Disciple. Summon, you can special summon. Yeah, he can special summon up to 2 of Ra's Disciples, but then he can only... he cannot special summon any more monsters. Basically, it gives you enough tributes to be able to go for the God card. See, even Ash Blossom can be useful sometimes. Okay, I mean as a monster on the field. Oh, and we got Power Bond. Yeah, that's not great. That is not great. What can I go into? Salaman Great Almirage. So if he gets over my Ash, I still have the Lightning Storm, so I can blow up his field. Okay, so he just used Ring of Destruction. Well, now my field is wide open. Maybe he can OTK me, I don't know. We'll see. I hope he summons Ra. That'd be pretty cool. Just to see the animation. But if I survive, I'm gonna Lightning Storm him, definitely. He's using Jack's Knight, really? Okay, so the good news is we get to live, and the bad news is I still don't have a follow-up play, so if I don't draw anything, I'm just gonna be able to blow up his field, and that's it. Gaia over here is pretty anxious on his little horse. Well, not little. Makes me think of General Radon from Elden Ring. Oh my god, really? Machine duplication? Seriously? This is the worst hand I've had in a long time. But let's just go ahead and Lightning Storm all of his monsters. Destroy all attack position monsters. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and set Called By, and that's all she wrote. Would be nice to actually draw a Cyber Dragon for once. I have like 15 of them in the deck. But you know, luck is an element that you just cannot escape from. Okay, so he's using a lightning storm. I'm just gonna go ahead and banish Jack's Knight, because why not? Oh, and he just destroyed Cybernetic Overflow. Okay, because he popped our trap, we get to search a Cyber Spell Trap. So he actually helped us out here. If he cannot kill me in this turn, I'm probably gonna win on my turn now. King's Knight. Okay. Okay, guys, here it goes. I'm actually gonna try to bait out this trap before I do any major plays, so I'm just gonna go ahead and discard the Kaiju, go for the Galaxy Soldier, see what he does. He doesn't seem to be able to respond, so I'm guessing this is something that can only be activated in the battle phase, maybe like a Mirror Force or something, I don't know. I'm just trying to play it safe because I'm really low on life points. Cyber Dragon Core. Now watch this. I'm gonna summon Core. Then we're gonna get the search. We're gonna go for Cyber Repair Plant. Then we're gonna use Machine Duplication, which says target one machine monster that you control with 500 or less attack. Special summon up to 2 monsters from your deck with the same name as the face-up monster. So Cyber Dragon's core name is counted as Cyber Dragon while on the field, but it has 400 attack. Meaning, effectively, if you use Machine Duplication, you get to summon out 2 real Cyber Dragons from your deck. For absolutely no cost, no drawback, no nothing. It's super broken. We're gonna go ahead and use Power Bond. If we don't end things on this turn, it's gonna kill us, so yeah. We could go for the Cyber End Dragon just for the anime effect, but we're gonna play it safe and go for Chimera Tech. Wait, so I have to click 2 and then decide, okay. This is gonna allow us to pop the back row. Let's see what this was. And it was Fusion Substitutes, so it was a bluff basically. We're gonna send Hertz and Naxter. Then we're gonna use the Hertz we just sent to add the Naxter that we just sent. Then use Naxter's effect to discard Galaxy Soldier. Special summon out the Naxter, and then Naxter is gonna summon a Cyber Dragon from the grave. Next up, we're gonna go for Nova. I'm just trying to show you like the maximum amount of plays that you can do with Cyber Dragons. We're gonna put it here. Usually you don't want to put the Exceed in the extra monster zone, but we're running low on main monster zone space. We're gonna detach a Cyber Dragon to special summon the Cyber Dragon that we just detached. If that makes sense. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go and evolve our Nova into Infinity. And we can move it to this zone. Then we're gonna use Infinity and absorb King's Knight. And then we're gonna go for Cyber Dragon Zeger by using these 2 as the material. And he just gave up. So basically my endgame would have been Cyber Dragon Zeger, which would add attack to Cyber Chimera Attack Rampage Dragon, bringing it up to 6200, and he's able to attack 3 times. And we have Cyber Dragon Infinity, which could have negated anything if he had like a hand trap that could activate during the battle phase, like that little dragon we saw in that one duel. I would have been able to negate that as well. So, okay, we're up to silver now. And we have 200 gems. Let me see how many gems I've accumulated. Okay, so we're up to 1200, so I'll be able to do some pulls later on. I'm gonna try and see what else I need for the Thunder Dragon deck. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it, so we have 3 decks to choose from on this account. And we got some more gems, nice, okay. Let's see if things look better in the silver tier. Probably not, judging by this avatar and the starting companion. This is usually what you'll have once you install the game and you have nothing else. This is what it looks like. But it could be deceptive. Maybe he's just going for that kind of avatar just to catch us off guard. Okay, so we definitely have a better hand. This time we have Cyber Emergency, Machine Dupe, called by Cyber Dragon, Overflow. Obedience Schooled. Okay, so this is gonna be a beast deck. Haven't seen those in a while. Melfi's. Oh god. These all have like 300 effects that they can use. It's just gonna be a very long turn, so sit back and relax. At least the artwork on these is adorable. We have Melfi, Fenny, Catty, Puppy, and Pony. And the boss monster is called Melfi Mommy. So yeah. Let's see the Link 2 Rank 2 deck. What is he going for? Melfi of the Forest. So this is a searcher. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It cannot attack. Okay. And there's Melfi Mommy. Wait, is that it? Okay. I just need a moment to read through these. I don't remember exactly what they do. Okay, so once per turn. Oh my god. Let me play, please. Just gonna let this resolve before I read anything. I don't have any response, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so Melfi Mommy is stacking some Xyz materials in her little pouch. Let me just see what he can actually do on my turn. Once per turn, quick effect. You can attach one beast monster from your hand or face a field to discard as material. This card gains effect based on the number of materials attached to it. So at the moment, it cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no damage. When an attack is declared, you can inflict damage to your opponent. Okay, so the deal with Melfi Mommy is she wants to get up to 5 materials to get all of these effects. And currently, I cannot destroy her by battle. So I'll have to get rid of her by some other means. Melfi Puppy. If your opponent normal special summons, you can return this card to the hand and you can special summon one level 2 beast monster from your deck. You can during your effect special summon. Okay, so if I summon a monster, Puppy goes back into it to the hand, and then he special summons out another Melfi. And what does this do? You can attach one from your deck to your hand. If another face up you returns to the hand, you can target one. It cannot attack. Also, its effect is negated. Okay, so Puppy is basically there to trigger this thing's effect, which is gonna target one of my monsters and make it so that I can attack and negate my effects. So let me just see what the best course of action here is. I'm gonna try to bait something out with the Cyber Dragon. Let's see if he does anything. I don't know what the back row is still, so... Okay, so here comes the puppy, and I'm gonna negate that actually. Because this is an effect that special summons from the deck, I can just go ahead and negate it with Ash. And Melfi Mommy is trying to attach Puppy as material, but the effect is still gonna get negated though, so it doesn't matter. And currently Melfi Mommy cannot be destroyed by battle and will take no damage from battles involving this card, so we need to figure out a way to get rid of her. The only way I can think of is by using a kaiju, so let's try going for that. I'm gonna go for Cyber Dragon Core. Gonna summon Core, and Core is gonna grab Cyber Repair Plant. Now, Cyber Repair Plant is also a search spell, but the way it's different is you can basically only add Cyber Dragons with this, and this lets you add any light machine monster, so you can actually search out the kaiju, but the downside is you need to have a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard to activate this. Well, this one doesn't require anything, so... But we're gonna have a Cyber Dragon in our graveyard pretty soon, so that doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna use the Machine Dupe, such a broken card. You just get 2 free monsters, this is just super broken. But yeah, then we're gonna go into, let's see, Nova, I guess. And then we're gonna go ahead and link off Cyber Dragon Core and Cyber Dragon, just to fill up our grave by going into Ziegler. Then we're gonna go for the Cyber Repair Plant to grab the kaiju. Okay, so where is the kaiju? There it is. Being able to search the kaiju is just super useful. We're gonna go for Nova and special summon back a Cyber Dragon that we just detached. Next, I'm gonna tribute Mommy, effectively getting rid of her. And then I'm going to use the kaiju that I just gave him and the Cyber Dragon to go into Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. And then we're gonna evolve Nova into Infinity. And we're gonna go for the effect to attach this one as material. But we're not done yet. Because this is Master Duel, Verte Anaconda is not banned. Meaning, I can just go ahead and use the super broken effect, which is pay 2,000 life points to effectively use any fusion spell from our deck. So I'm gonna use Overload Fusion, and I'm gonna go into Rampage Dragon. We're gonna banish these two. So here comes the Rampage Dragon. Rampage is gonna pop the back row. Raigeki. Okay, so that was a bluff set. Then we're gonna go ahead and dump these two. We're gonna use Hertz to reload our hand. Now, guys, you see how many plays you can have with the Cyber Dragon. So yeah, he basically just quit. What I was gonna do is Rampage can attack 3 times, so that would have been 63, and then we still have Verte and Infinity, so that would have been enough. So effectively, we turned a pretty dire situation into our advantage by just getting rid of his boss monster. if I wasn't able to get the kaiju, I would not have been able to go over Melfi Mami because she is very defensive of her children and she cannot be destroyed by battle. She also takes no battle damage, and he probably would have gotten the last effect, which allows him to basically burn me for any attack that he would have taken. So I'm glad we were able to stop Mommy. I feel bad about destroying her. She's super cute and all the Melfis, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so he is forcing us to go first. I think this is the first time I'm going first, if that makes sense, during this stream. So when you're going first with Cyber Dragons, basically you want to go for your Cyber Dragon Infinity. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm able to make him now. Yeah, definitely. But we can still do some plays. We're gonna go for the Rev system. This basically lets you special summon a Cyber Dragon from your hand or your graveyard. So, pretty decent card. It's okay at 1. I rarely use it, but still it's nice to have an option. In this particular situation, it's useful. Let's see. Maybe I can do some more. Okay, I have an idea. I might be able to go into Infinity. So I'm gonna use these two to go into Verte Anaconda. Then Hertz is gonna activate. And that is going to let us search Cyber Dragon from the deck. Next, we're gonna use Verte Anaconda. Pay 2,000 life points. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go into Nova. Yeah, that's okay. You can still activate its effect even though there's no battle phase, so keep that in mind. We're gonna send Core and I guess another Naxter. That's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set Overflow. This is gonna let us basically pop 3 cards, if it comes to that, by banishing Cyber Dragons from the hand or the graveyard. So we have 1 in the hand, which is level 5, and we have level 1 and level 2 in the grave. So usually I would keep this, but if push comes to shove, I'll pop 3 cards. And we have some interruptions with Called by the Graves. So not ideal, but it is something at least. This guy's having connection issues as well. I see the red icon flashing, so he might just disconnect on us. Okay, so he's set 1, set 2. Okay. Raigeki. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing I can do, really. And now that it's the end phase, I can go for should I banish the Core or the Cyber Dragon? Let's go with the Core. I don't want to end up on an empty hand. So we're gonna pop his back row. Let's see what he had. He had Bond between teacher and student and Eternal Soul. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't summon Cyber Dragon. He doesn't have any monsters, so we're just gonna end it here. We have Infinite Imperm and Called by the Graves, so we still have some interruptions. Hopefully he summons a monster and then I can just at least do something, but we'll see. I feel like his hand is equally bad as mine right now. Even though he has 4 cards, and I only have 1. He's clearly rocking a Dark Magician deck. Or maybe like a combination Dark Magician plus something else. I've seen the engine used in other decks as well, so... Okay, so he set one. Still no monster though. Oh, but we got Naxter. Nice. Okay. So... what we can do here is we can normal summon Naxter. Activate his effect to revive a monster with 2100 attack, which is our Cyber Rampage Dragon. Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Their names are so confusing, like there's so many. You have the Chimera Techs, the Cybers, the numbered versions, whatever. We're gonna send Hertz and Core. And then Hertz is going to activate in the grave, and it's going to add back the core to our hand. So we have some follow-up on the next turn. What I could have done is, what would have been the better play here is I could have special summoned Naxter by discarding Cyber Dragon, and that would have allowed us to normal summon the core. So that would have been the better play here, but I guess I didn't think this through. We can go ahead and... yeah, let's just go ahead and attack. We have 3 attacks, so... Does he have anything? What is this? Dark Horizon. When you take battle damage, special summon 1 dark spellcaster type monster from your deck with attack less than equal to the damage you took. Okay, so he gets to special summon a dark spellcaster that has 2100 or less attack. Really? It is exactly 2100 attack. Oh my god. So annoying. This card's name to become Dark Magician while it's on the field during your opponent's turn. If your opponent... if you activate a spell, trapping a special summon. I can crash into his monster. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this. I don't want this on the field. He can special summon Dark Magician with that thing, so... I need it gone. I'm not too happy about having Naxter in attack mode, but it is what it is. We have 6,000 lives, so we should be good, and we have some interruptions still. But on the next turn, I can end things by just searching out the fusion spell. Oh, hello. You want to play a duel? ID room. Okay, so I think the chat is lagging a little bit, but once I finish this duel, I will join your room and we can duel. Your opponent succeeded in normal summoning a monster. What does this do? Once you return discard as target, you can special summon... Okay, so not much. So keep that room open. I will join you as soon as I can once this duel is done. Shouldn't be too long. If I survive just this turn, I'm able to wrap things up. Assuming this back row isn't like... Cyber repair plans. So we got all the things right now. Okay, so let's start off by summoning Cyber Dragon. Ring of Destruction. Okay, that's fine. That's why you should always bait things out, because you never know what they have. I would rather lose this than having my entire play stopped. Okay, so let's go for core. Please don't negate my search. Oh, he didn't. Okay. We're gonna add Cyberload Fusion. Next, we're gonna use the Repair Plant and just get another search going. We're gonna go for Jizukiru. We're gonna get rid of what's her name? Apple Magician Girl. Then we're gonna fuse into, if he lets us, that is. Okay, he does. Let's go into Fortress Dragon by using Core and the Kaiju we just gave him. And then we're gonna use Cyberload Fusion. Oh, Torrential Tribute. Perfect. I don't mind at all. Now, Cyberload Fusion is a very powerful card. What it does is it lets you fuse into a Cyber Dragon fusion by using banished monsters as the materials. So we're going to use all of these, effectively returning them to the deck and summoning out our monster. The downside is, until the end of the turn, only the monster you fusion summoned can attack. So we're gonna have to end it with Rampage Dragon. We're gonna still send Hertz, and Hertz is gonna reload our hand. So in the off chance that he has something in his hand that can stop an attack, we still have some follow-up. Now we can attack 2 times, I believe, but that should be enough. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this Urgesa, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm gonna join your room now. It's gonna be a bit unfair because you'll be able to see my hand, but that's okay. I like the challenge. You can be Pegasus, like in the anime. Let me just find dual room, enter a room, okay, input the room ID 484934. There we go. Change deck, Cyber Dragon, okay. Good luck and have fun. I'll just call you Raider by your in-game name. It's easier to pronounce. I'm going second, okay. Not you looking at my hand right now. Oh, it's a Sacred Beast deck. Okay, interesting. I have the Structure deck in real life, but I never actually got to play them. They have some pretty decent plays. I love how they gave them support after all these years. They're basically unusable until the Structure deck came out. And now they have their own little thing going on. You have, like, major draw power. And there's that one spell that Haman uses that can negate even, like, super polymerizations. So that's something to brag about. Almirage, interesting choice. I'm trying my best not to let the spirit, not the sacred beasts, appear on the field. The Dark Charmer. Okay. Oh, wow. What fun. I'm just gonna pass. Sorry, my hand is awful. Have at me. Just my luck when I get an actual person to duel me like a live duel, I get the worst hand ever, but you know, it is what it is. I'm so upset right now I have to take a tic tac. Monster Reborn. Okay, so I'm assuming the Dark Summoning Beast is coming back. Yeah, there it goes. Now let's see, which is your favorite Sacred Beast? Which one are you gonna go for first? Or are you gonna summon all of them and fuse them into that 10,000 attack monster? I think Raviel is the one that they go for most because of the high attack, if I'm not mistaken. But his other effect isn't that great. Just generates tokens. Okay, so you went for Haman. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be taking some major damage right here, but... Oh, maybe not? Oh, because you use Summoning Beast, monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of the... I didn't know he had this restriction. Okay. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. Masquerena. Okay. Oh, wow. Instant fusion. How lovely. Excuse me, good sir, but I'm gonna have to lightning storm this. You are gonna get the surge from dark, so... Or you're gonna use your Masquerena to go into something that cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's also good. Oh, Avramax. Interesting choice. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, monsters cannot attack. Once per turn, special summon monster. Okay. Well then. Wait, why can't I get Haman? Oh, he has to be special summoned. Oh, wow. Major misplay on my part right here. I was just gonna grab Haman and defend, but I guess that's not an option right now. Opening of the Spirit Gates. Oh, so you can have two of these and each can use its effect. Okay. Interesting. I know this gives them like major draw power. Basically, you just draw two cards if you have any of the Sacred Beasts. Super broken. And also it kind of protects them, so that's nice too. Mannequin Cat. What does this one do? I believe that is game. Or not. Well then, let's see if I can make a comeback. Nope, not with this hand. GG, my man, you won. Fair and square. Hit me with your best shot. We can do another one if you want. Let me know in the chat. I didn't put up much of a resistance because my hand was just super bad. I've yet to draw a single monster. Oh, there goes that mega draw power again. Witch of the Black Forest. Oh wow, the nostalgia is real. Astral Kuribo. Oh, it's that new one. Like Super Xyz support. Exodia the Forbidden One. Interesting. Oh, so you want this to go on? Okay. I'll take you up on the challenge. And now let's see if there's anything I can do. Now I need to take a minute and read through your cards real quick because I don't know what they do. You can reveal one of the special summon if you do discards. So while this way you cannot special summon monsters, you can only use... okay, so... This one does nothing. I know what Raviol does. This is a token, and does this have anything else? No? What does this thing do? Once per turn you can detach, special summon. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent. Okay. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field while you control this monster, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, special summon one. Okay, interesting. We're gonna keep going now. This is definitely gonna be my final turn because I'm using Power Bond. So I'm either gonna do or die. Come on, Hertz, don't fail me now. Give me core. I'm going all out. Well, GG. I appreciate you giving me one turn to recover, but I don't know if this is what you really wanted. But there we go. That was an interesting duel, to say the least. Let me know if you want to do a rematch, if you're still in the chat. I'm getting kind of tired, to be honest. I can do one more if you want, though. Okay, still no reply. Let's go. Okay, so you want to do another one. Cool. Let me just swap my deck real fast. I think I've had enough Cyber Dragons for one night. Just a moment, my friend. Change decks. Unchained. Okay. And good luck and have fun. Love your deck, by the way. Very versatile. The Exodia is what I'm interested in. How does it play into all of the shenanigans? I'm gonna go first this time. Hopefully I don't draw a giant brick like last duel. Oh, did my field change? I didn't know I had this field. Wow. And of course my hand is just as bad, but okay. Let's go Extravagance. Going all out. Okay, now we can actually do something. Gonna go for the prison. We're gonna add our little buddy Aruha. Okay, I'm just checking what's banished and what's not. We're gonna go for Aruha. Maxi, okay. I'm gonna take you up on that challenge and raise you one Ash Blossom. I love the little cherry blossom effect when you use Ash Blossom. Yes, I would like to use this. Give me Sarama. And then Sarama can set this thing back. And destroy his brother, Aruha. I'm gonna go for a bomb. A bomb soul. No. Then we're gonna go for this guy. And it is your turn, good sir. Foolish Burial. Okay, so we have Dark Summoning Beast. And then we have this thing, okay. You're not letting me use your monsters. I'm gonna go for this though. Witch of the Black Forest. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, okay. And what does this guy do? You can, you can banish this to add a Sacred Beast. Okay. Okay, so we have Uriah. Haven't seen him in a while. He's like the least popular beast, I believe. Then we're gonna do some shenanigans. A Bomb Soul. Come to me. Another A Bomb Soul. Interesting. Okay. Do your thing, Sarama. A Bomb Soul is such a good card. So easy to summon. We're gonna go for the Rakia. Rakia. My Serbian viewers should understand the meaning of the word. Okay. Well, good game, my man. We had some fun. I'm gonna call it a night though because it is like 1:15 a.m. right here. But thank you for stopping by, and if you ever want to duel again, just hit me up. I'm always available, always willing to meet new duelists, experience new challenges, such as playing with my hand revealed. So yeah. And hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm definitely digging this profile, this account better than the Marincess, just because of how faster the turns go. Like I said, I'm gonna try to build the Thunder Dragons, not the Cyber Dragons, so we have some more variety. Next stream, I might do more of these Unchained, dueling with the Unchained deck, because I don't want to bore you with the same deck over and over again. So yeah, have a good day or a good night, and I hope you guys join me for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Bye-bye.